Rage and Frosty Discharge. What is Frosty Discharge? Releases the last drops of all stored water, inflicting frost damage and removing all stacks of Drenched on all enemies. Well, that's a great way to remove the Drenched. Good. Good to know. So this is one of those things that damages you, but you want to get hit by it. I hate those mechanics. Move out of the impact point of Drenching Slough. To avoid... Don't get drenched. Don't get drenched, but if you do get drenched, watch for the Frosty Discharge. Make sure not to get too many stacks of Jagged Abrasion. What is Jagged Abrasion and what does it do to my tank? Oh, it bleeds them. Yay! Bleeds the target for physical damage every 2 seconds for 30 seconds, and it stacks, you poor tanks. I do not envy your role in the slightest. Pick up the Razor Jaw Wave Mender. Oh, geez, there's ads. Of course there's ads. Great. When they spawn, in order to keep them away from the raid. Well, yeah, they sound like a party. Yes, English is one of the hardest languages to learn, and yet it is the second most spoken language on the planet. It is extremely widely spoken by a ton of native speakers as well as by speakers who are in other countries who have to do business with English-speaking countries. So they learn it in school as a second language as a requirement. Mandarin Chinese is the #1 most spoken language, strictly because of the fact that China's got a lot of people. China's got a lot of people. Let's see, not you, you're later. You! Mistress Sassz'ine. Sounds like Mistress Sassy Naga. Mistress Sassz'ine has spent a lifetime binding the denizens of the ocean to her dark will. With this power, she summons nightmares from the briny depths to wash away any who dare challenge her. Overview. Hand-picked to watch over the flooded passageways, Mistress Sassz'ine stands ready to retrieve the Tidestone from those foolish enough to enter her domain. Okay, how does the Tidestone come into this? Because isn't it already safely stored away beneath the Guardian Tower? What happens with that there? And for anyone surprised that there's Naga in this raid, don't be, because recall that Ajara is the queen of the Naga, and she was looking forward to having Sargeras be her mate back in the War of the Ancients. So she's basically trying to unite with her lover, or the one that she hopes will be her lover. So no surprises that there's Naga here. Damage dealers. Avoid being struck by Slicing Tornado to prevent unnecessary damage. Is any damage necessary? Of course it is. Slicing Tornadoes sweep across the platform, tripping over my tongue here. Inflicting physical damage every 1 second for 20 seconds. A Slicing Tornado coming into contact with Concealing Murk reduces its efficacy. Ooh, something to hide in. That's nice. She was tricked by Xavius. She was also a victim at first. Ducks from flying objects. Xavius was a prat. Is he still alive even? I have no idea. I need to fill in that gap in my things of lore that I've forgotten. Bring Befouling Ink to Sarukel. Who is Sarukel? I guess we'll find out. Azunet. Asunet and Sarukel apparently are part of this fight, whoever they be. Sprays ink clouds about, sticking to players who enter them. Okay, don't walk in the ink. Ink clouds inflict shadow damage every 2 seconds, reducing movement speed, and can be carried to Saruk'el, the unending hunger, to drive him away. Oh, wait, so don't stand in the ink, but do stand in the ink, and then drag it over to the other bad guy. Man, they ask a lot of us to save the world, don't they? The unending hunger when he opens his devouring maw. Saruk'el opens his maw, sucking all players in and inflicting frost damage every 2 seconds. If a player comes within 15 yards of Saruk'el, they are devoured whole. Upon inhaling 3 befouled ink clouds, Saruk'el becomes disgusted and flees. Oh, that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be all kinds of fun. Healers, what do you need to know? Avoid being struck by slicing tornado. Naturally. So find the merc. If you can't avoid it, bring befouling ink to Saruk'el when he opens his devouring maw. When afflicted with burden of pain, attempt to minimize physical damage taken. How do you do that, tanks? Curses a target with racking pain. Ouchie. Causing them to suffer. Whoa! Additionally, physical damage the player suffers while the curse is in effect is shared to all. Wow! So we will all feel your pain. Tanks. That is definitely a burden. A burden you carry of pain. You carry the pain of all of us with you. Wow. Avoid being struck by slicing tornado. Okay, so that's everything we need to know as per the adventure guide. Let us cue it up. No, I've never been here before, so don't count me. Now, I'll be going into this as Arcane spec rather than Fire spec, because even though Fellow Milorn is at level 52, it's got everything, and Aluneth is just short of it. 2 bars. 2 bars left. I've been playing Arcane quite a bit lately, so it's what I'm used to. I'm not gonna try to switch gears today. Once Aluneth is up to artifact level 52, then I'll be able to swap specs with impunity, which is what I like. I like to be able to swap between Fire and Arcane. I've been doing it since Warlords of Draenor. Before that, I just cast Fire and Arcane with impunity. Just all over the place. I began as an Arcane Fire hybrid. I don't touch frost because I don't like frost. Okay, while we are waiting, there is an invasion going on in Val'Sharah, which is great because the Dreamweavers are one of the emissaries for today. So, while we're waiting, what I'm gonna do is go and stop an invasion. Yay! Let's see, what have we got here? To Lorlathil. And yes, I got my class mount, my flying frisbee. Some call it a frisbee, some call it a fidget spinner. Take your pick. Every time I'm on it, I imagine that I'm doing Jim Hawkins solar surfing from Treasure Planet. And for anyone who is liking my mug, that is That is Cruel Gladiator Silk Armor, the Legion Season 3 and 4 set. It is the current set, so you cannot buy it in Dalaran yet. You will be able to eventually. It is a gold and red, at least for the Horde side, it's gold and red. On Alliance side, it's blue and silver, or blue and gold. It's blue. It's blue. Alliance side is blue, Horde is red. But it's a recolor. Shut up, Cenarius. It's a recolor of the Tempest set from back in Burning Crusade. So there's a whole lot of nostalgia for me with this set. And it's red! It's red! Red and gold and Tempest. Therefore, I had to have it. My crown is, of course, the Fire Festival crown. Typical Sindori staff from Scryer's reputation. The Legion moves across our lands. Find their forces and remove the threat before it's too late. And I just got here. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Yeah, it does look really weird when used from the Flight Master. It really does. That's why whenever I get screenshots of it like that, I have to angle the camera so that it doesn't show that. Nice loading screen. This raid, from what I've seen, is as gorgeous as the cathedral. Gates of Hell. Okay, I am going to have to pick a tank. Pick a tank, set focus, hide everyone else. Whoa. What even was that? I have no idea what that was. Did I have to miss some kind of dialogue? How sad. I feel kind of bad now. Yes, you can move while Arcane Missiles is working. It's via a talent. I absolutely love it. I love mobility. More mobility, the better. Okay, guys, at this point, if I don't answer questions much, or like just between bosses, it's because I'm trying to stay alive. But by all means, keep posing your questions, your comments, everything, because I will look at it again, and I will get to it. I do not ignore my people. You are all my lovely people. Shattering Star, huh? Pain indeed. Whew. Times like this, I'm so glad I have Celumbra for one of my legendaries. Glad I crafted that. Don't stand in the fell. Yeesh! Whew! This guy. Serious business.